Hello everyone, I am Dr. Amar Sonteke. Today I am going to talk about encoding and decoding process of communication. As we have discussed in our first video of communication process, I have given you the information of encoding and decoding process. Actually, there are five major elements of communication process as we have seen in my first video like sender, receiver, message, medium, and feedback. The process of communication depends on the systematic working of these five major elements. More importantly, encoding and decoding processes are also significant in the process of communication. In fact, five major elements like sender, receiver, message, medium, and feedback. These are the physical elements of communication process. But encoding and decoding, these two processes are completely psychological and these are indirect processes. But it doesn't mean that the encoding and decoding processes are less important because they have a very much importance in the sending of the message and sending of the feedback too. In short, encoding is the process of sender and decoding is the process of receiver. So these are the two psychological processes of communication. So they are using the code. For example, when sender wants to send his information, then he must select a proper code, a code of language, a code of body language. So the code can be anything. The code can be verbal, code can be non-verbal. For example, it can be the code of English language, it can be the code of Chinese language, it can be the code of any language available in this universe. Or more importantly, it can be the code which is available in non-verbal communication too. For example, we can express our feelings by using just a smile or just facial expressions. So when we are making smile or effective facial expressions, then we are using the code of non-verbal communication. So the word code is very much important in encoding and decoding process. As well as the feedback is also important for effective communication. When sender transfers his plain text or information to the receiver into a specific code, then receiver receives that information. He will try to understand that information, and later on, after understanding and evaluation of that message, the receiver will again become the sender and he will resend that information in the form of feedback to the real sender. So in this way, feedback is also important in the process. Now let us see the definition of encoding and decoding process. So what is the definition? Encoding process: when sender transfers the information or plain text into a code. As we have discussed, that code can be anything, like the code can be of language or the code can be of body language. It is called encoding process. Okay. And the second one is that decoding process. When receiver transfers the code into his own understanding, it is called decoding process. Okay. So as we have seen the definition, according to definition, encoding process is the completely responsibility of sender. On the contrary, decoding is the responsibility of receiver. It is the responsibility of receiver to receive the information, to understand the information, to evaluate that information, and to give proper feedback to sender. In this way, it is also the responsibility of both these two parties to keep communication effectively and to keep the communication process continue. Now, let us discuss this idea by using the diagram. For example, see, here is the sender and here is the receiver. So sender means who starts the communication, who sends the message. Okay, so after interpretation of that particular information, he sends that information to the receiver into a specific code. Okay, when sender transfers his information or interpretation into a specific message, into a specific code, and when he sends that information to receiver, then the process will called encoding process. And after receiving the message, when receiver sufficiently, or sorry, when receiver properly listens the message, when receiver receives the message, and after that, after receiving or listening, when receiver understands that message, and when he will be ready for to give proper feedback, then in that process we can call decoding process. Okay, and again, when receiver understands and gives feedback, then